Welcome to British Voice ASMR. And today it's another hotel room tour. There may not be that many more hotel room tours that I do, I am thinking of pivoting and doing something slightly different, but I will mention this later. Probably not just yet. But today I am in County Durham, a little place called Metal Bridge. I'm working in Newcastle tomorrow, which is why I'm here tonight, because it's not far from Newcastle. It was on my way up. And I'm in this little hotel, and it is a very, very little hotel, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. So, this is the bed. I've not actually lain on it yet. That is lovely and squishy and soft. Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay, that feels... That's really delightful. I don't know what this is made out of, but the fabric is incredibly soft. Very nice. The pillows, also plenty of squish about them. They feel pretty delightful, actually. I think it might be a good night's sleep in here. And then the bed itself. It's got another throw thing at the bottom here, which is also in this lovely kind of soft fabric. And then I'm going to do the bed test. Ooh, there's not a mirror there, so you can't see, but oh yeah. Yeah, it's comfortable. Oh, there you go. You can just about see me in the reflection on the telly. Yes, it is a comfortable bed. The mattress, also quite. Oh, it's actually fairly firm. Yeah, good. I think I'll sleep quite well on that. Now we have these two little bedside lamps. So they've got the up and the down. So just the general ambiance light here, and then the directional light down here that you can use if you are reading. Oh, there you go. If you like light triggers. I'm a big fan of light triggers. I love them. So yeah, little directional fan there. Let's wander around, have a look at this one. So again, we've got the same layout. A kind of ambiance type light, and then again another little directional night light for bedside reading. I thought this might be warm actually, but it's quite cool. Quite cool to the touch. Very nice. I have brought with me my Sony WH-1000 Mark IV headphones in navy blue. They go everywhere with me. I love them so much. For ASMR, if you need a good pair of ASMR headphones, genuinely, I cannot recommend them enough. I know I'm biased because I'm Sony fanboy and I work for Sony, but I bought these before I worked for Sony, and they are absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. And then also on the bedside table even, I've got my San Pellegrino fizzy mineral water. So I love sparkling mineral water, and San Pellegrino is my favourite of them all. So yeah, I always take it with me when I am working away. Now, on the wall, what have we here? A snowy scene. I can't it's a painting. I think it's a painting. I can't quite work out if this is a painting or a photo. Let me know what you think. Anyway, it's a beautiful snowy scene. And a lovely tree. So I do quite like that. A beautiful picture. So I've got these thick curtains with a kind of leafy pattern on. They feel that they'll do a good job. And then outside there, can we see anything? Not really. So there's a pub downstairs. You can just about make out some umbrellas down there. I've got the car park here. Oh, and we've got people walking past. So I will quickly come away from the window in case they freak out and think I'm filming them. That wouldn't be ideal, would it? Yes. What should we look at next? We don't have an escape plan. So most hotels have, on the back here, they have a little escape route in case of fire. This one just says phone 999 and leave building by reception. It is small. So it's just, these are a few rooms essentially over a kind of gastropub restaurant type thing. So there's literally one corridor, one set of stairs. So you'd really struggle to get lost going out, I suppose. So I shouldn't complain. There's a chair very oddly positioned facing the bathroom. I'm not sure why it's not here. You would have thought it might be, I suppose if it was there it would block the TV. So I guess you can just move it here should you desire. The bin is very centrally placed. A little bit bizarre, but there you go. Never know. A little kettle. I've got my Citizen Watch, my AirPods, my little welcome here. So I'm in room 11. Welcome. I shan't be using that. I'm out first thing in the morning, so literally breakfast starts at 7, and I will be heading down for breakfast at 7 because I need to leave here probably at 8 o'clock at the latest. We're going on a photo walk tomorrow, which I'm very much looking forward to. So I brought a load of my kit and I'm taking the Wex Newcastle team out with a few cameras, and we're doing a little photo walk before they start their day, so it should be fun. Meet the manager, Glenn Atkinson. I assume this might be the guy who welcomed me. He was very nice. About the hotel. So the pub downstairs looks really nice, and it smelled, honestly, the food smelled superb. Sadly, I had a McDonald's on the way here, so I'm not actually hungry, and I'm very upset because the food smelled wonderful. It is the Old Mill Metal Bridge in Durham. So the hotel originally started life as a paper mill in the 1800s and is now owned by Key Inns, a family-run business with customer satisfaction at the top of their priority. There you go. Learn something new every day. So this used to be an old paper mill. It's got the contact details and check in, check out. Breakfast starts at 7. It's Friday tomorrow, so 7 o'clock. Things to do. Visit Durham. Durham is a beautiful historic city with plenty to do. From the cathedral to the river cruise, you'll be busy all day. Use the park and ride for easy access. Newcastle's about a 15 to 20 minute drive. Oh, actually, if it's only 15 to 20 minutes away, I don't have to get up that early. There's the Metro Centre, which is an indoor shopping centre. Beamish Museum. I actually think one of my relatives works. I think I've got a cousin that works in the Beamish Museum. He's into his archaeology and lives actually just like in the next village over from where I am. So I will have to catch up with them at some point in the near future. Before you go, please leave us a review on Facebook. Oh, there we go, that's what it looks like on the outside. It's quite quaint. And on the menu, this is what I've missed tonight. 8-ounce fillet steak, ribeye steak. They're a bit expensive though. Fish and chips, $12.95. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think actually I spend that much in McDonald's, so I should have just eaten here. Never mind. You live, you learn. Well, you live. I tend not to learn, sadly. Got a nice little lamp here. Decorative. What's this called? Lamp stand. Decorative base. It's very nice. And then, the goodies are under here. So, they actually give us some. Stabilise you a little bit here. So, some Ice Valley water. The tea we have is Tetley's. I was in a hotel in York the other day. It wasn't very nice, to be perfectly honest, so I didn't bother doing a video there. But they had Yorkshire tea, which is better than Tetley's. Yorkshire tea is the absolute pièce de résistance. Superb. Oh, look at this though. I love it when a hotel gives you hot chocolate. And I'm not hungry right now, but I might take these with me in the morning. Stem ginger biscuits. Stem ginger's very nice. And you know, actually, a lot of the time, hotels give you ridiculously small cups. But they're from IKEA. That's a good sized mug. That is a good sized mug, so I'm happy with that. I might make myself a hot chocolate once I finish doing this video. I might just make myself a hot chocolate. So we've got loads of coat hangers, which is quite unusual in a hotel. Up top we've got spare pillows and sheets. They're my bags, my jeans in for tomorrow. We have obviously a mirror over here. What haven't I shown you? I've not shown you the bathroom. Let's turn around. The bathroom. So, very grey. A lot of my house is grey. I do quite boring really. I do quite like grey tiles. I think they look quite smart. They feel like, I don't think they're proper tiles. I think these are plastic. Oh, maybe they are, I don't know. They might be proper tiles that have just been treated. I can't quite tell. So if they're not real tiles, oh no, look, here we go. They are proper tiles, because they've chipped here. And you can see that it's tiley underneath. They are tiles. Very nice, very good. Right. Caution, very hot water. Let's pop on the little side lights. Et voila. So down here I have got my Sensodyne toothpaste because I have sensitive little teeth. I've got a toothbrush. I use an electric one at home, but I take this one with me. I've already used the soap, which is Mason and Miller soap, and it just smells of soap. Nothing too fancy. A towel. Renee's Shea Soufflé, or Shea Soufflé, I think it's just Shea Soufflé, hair and scalp oil. This helps to keep my bald bumps in good condition. I've got my beard oil. I don't really need that at the minute because my beard's quite short currently. Got my Scandal aftershave so I smell good. And wild deodorant because I also like to smell good under the armpits. No one likes BO. That helps me keep nice and fresh. Oh, this is a little bit fancy. Look at this. Mirror showcase. This looks like an electronic dashboard for the overhead shower, which is highly unusual. So yeah, we've got a rain head shower there. These do not tell me what scent they are, so I'll have to find out tomorrow when I'm shampooing and body washing. Hopefully they smell nice. But yeah, that's quite cool. I'm not going to touch it in case the shower comes on and I get wet, which isn't ideal when I'm carrying a camera and are fully clothed. That was the bathroom. Shut that door because the fan's on in there, so as you may have noticed, it was a little bit louder. I have put on the microphone settings a bit of noise cancellation on the attenuator. I'm hoping that will cut out the worst of the noise. I can hear people in the corridor now. They sound like they've had a drink. I sadly have not. Apart from a San Pellegrino over there. Yeah. Well, I think that's about that. You might notice in future videos. Let me have a chat to you. You might notice in future videos I am thinking of doing some more reading type videos where I sit and read basically. And there's a reason behind this. Recently I had what can only be described as a bit of an epiphany. I don't know. I felt very strongly like I was being urged to, I sound ridiculous. I felt very strongly like I was being urged to reconnect a little bit with God. To be perfectly honest, I went to church growing up. I've been to church on and off since, but not really, to be perfectly honest. Never rescinded the faith, so to speak, but I wasn't active at all until, well, I'm still not. To be perfectly frank, I don't have a church that I go to currently. But I was at home the other day and I had such a strong, it was really weird. I had such a strong feeling like I had to reconnect with God, with Jesus, and utilize what little platform I have, which is minuscule, but still. If one person hears me and wants to maybe know more, then it will be worthwhile. So yeah, I'm expecting a lot of people to just vanish from my subscribers if they're not interested in that kind of a thing. Although I suppose if you're not interested, it doesn't really matter. You can listen to the words. I assume you've subscribed because you kind of like the sound of my voice, find it quite relaxing, so that's not going to change. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a little bit of reading. I had this urge. I thought, hopefully I've got a Bible somewhere in the house. I had a rummage and I found my grandmother's old Bible, which she had left to me. So this is the ring, the signet ring from my grandfather, who was obviously married to my grandmother on that side. And this is engraved on the inside. It says, "From Mary to Bill, October the 10th, 1940. So this ring is old. This ring is 85 years old. And this Bible, I think, dates from probably not too much after that. Maybe even before that, to be perfectly honest. And I'm very glad I found it, because it's not just a Bible. It is very much my grandmother's. So this is my grandma here, Mary Maiden. And in here she has written all the notes from her Bible studies, prayers that she used to say. She's done an index here, and then within the Bible there are notes. It's even got her bookmark that she used with a little prayer on it. "Lord, speak to me each day as I read your word. Make it a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. For Jesus' sake, amen." So I am going to start going through here. I'll be reading some passages and taking note of these notes, lovingly written by my grandma. Now, she got to the ripe old age of 100 just before the onset of the pandemic, and we had her 100th birthday party in her care home where she was. My grandfather was a wonderful man. He was a vicar, actually. Very, very faithful couple. But he passed when I was young. So he passed when I was only 15. My grandmother lasted until my very late 30s. But passed away during the pandemic. COVID got her in the end, which was devastating, as you can imagine. But she made it to 100. She had a wonderful innings, and she was full of faith and joy right until the very end. I saw her not long before, a couple of weeks before she died. Yeah, and I couldn't hug her or anything. Obviously, it was COVID, but she was over the moon that I had visited. So, and I tried to do that as regularly as humanly possible, and I'm very glad that I did. You never know when it's going to be the last time, so never leave things on a bad note. Let me just turn off the bathroom light. So yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm rambling. Oh, she was not afraid at all of the end, because she knew exactly where she was going. She was prepared, she was ready. And I'm sure she is watching over me now. Maybe she's the guiding hand that was telling me to get back in touch, really, and sort myself out. Prioritise what should be a priority instead of the material things that we tend to think about. So, enough of me jabbering on. If you enjoy the hotel room tours, I will continue to do hotel room tours when I am in nice hotel rooms. The doctor type ones that I have done in the past, I may do more. We will see. I used to quite enjoy doing them, but I just got out of the habit. But certainly, Bible readings, going through my grandma's notes, and just talking to the microphone really. I'm hoping you enjoy listening to me waffle on. If you find it relaxing, if you find this relaxing, then you will certainly find that relaxing also. On that, I will leave you for tonight. It has been a pleasure, and I hope you will tune in again. God bless.